Good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? Good morning, Turkey. How you doing? I don't know why I feel like I look a little bulky or something. What's for breakfast? I drink these every morning. I drink these first thing every morning. Get 30 grams of protein as soon as you wake up. My skin glowing, thank you. I don't like this angle. It's giving, I gotta work on these arms. Yeah, I am going live only at 8. Oh Lord, I'm addicted to these. A nice tan, yeah. Thank you, cousin. Y'all, it is so hard getting out of bed when I don't have to get out of bed to bring my son to school no more. Y'all, this is fresh for me, this newfound freedom. So y'all gonna hear me talk about it until the newness has worn off. Cause y'all, I've been waking up to bring my child to school every morning for, might as well say 18 years, cause it was morning cap before it was school. So to have my mornings, yes, cousin, to have my mornings ain't been starting this early. They really haven't. But I gotta get back disciplined. But right now, I'm enjoying it so much. Girl, it's like I'm gonna have to create a schedule for myself. The only thing that's gonna stop me from committing to the schedule will be me. So I'm a very disciplined person, but this freedom feels different. So the discipline gonna kick in. But right now, I'm enjoying the freedom. Right now, I'm enjoying the freedom. And I even thought about, of course, I be on TikTok all the time. So they was talking about on TikTok how Harvard University have the free classes. So I walked on over there to see. Because, I have this new freedom. So I'm like, okay, let me see. Maybe I could put some time into one of these free Harvard classes. Child, I get over there. The classes are free after you pay the fees. So the classes are free after you pay the fees. So I don't know who paying them people on TikTok to give half truths. But yeah, I just been trying to figure out, okay, what productive thing am I about to do with this time? Because I was infamous for telling girls who didn't have children that they should be making money from dusk till dawn. Because if you have that freedom, it's like, why you not, making money, doing something to, get a positive outcome. So baby, now I'm the one with the freedom. So I gotta walk it like I talk it. Yes, cousin. Lying their asses off. Because I went over there because, you know, I love business. I love learning about business. So, I don't know. So I love business. So I go to harvarduniversity.com, whatever the website is or whatever. Because I'm like, okay, I could give me some business courses for free from Harvard. Baby, them fees said $3,700. But on a positive side, I can only imagine how much it actually costs, you know, if they charge the fees. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing to somebody. But when you tell me free, baby, I'm looking for free. Okay, like all the way through, like no cost. So, whatever. Good morning. Okay, so y'all, what y'all think about the inmates that got out in New Orleans? What y'all think about that? I know it's early in the morning, but what do y'all think about that? Because everybody been talking about that. I'm from Kenner. What y'all think about the inmates that got out in New Orleans? Because me and my family was having a conversation about it. And so my aunt was saying like she thought that they would at least have a plan. Don't take nothing serious. She was like, I would have thought they would have at least had a plan if they was going to run out. But I think that it was an impulsive thing. Like, I think it was hella impulsive. Yes, I think that they just looked at it as it was like, it's going to be a short-lived moment. And they treat it like a short-lived moment. Like, that is so crazy, though. Like, if you going to run, like, run. Like, you already know, like, the consequence that's going to come behind it. So it's, like, really, like, try to go for it if you're going to go for it. Like, you going to go down the street. You going to go down the street. You going to go to somebody's backyard, like, and go to a barbecue. You going to sit by the mall. Like, what is you doing? You better run to Mexico. They kicking them, they deporting them people. You better go see if they can deport you or something. Cousin, listen, I don't think this just goes to show you how I always say New Orleans is not a real place. This just confirmed New Orleans is not a real place. Like, and to be honest, like, I don't think they should have ran. I don't think they should have ran. The ones that was like, oh shit, we could really get out right now, like the ones who had the lesser charges, they should have just sat. Like, just sit. They really should have just chilled. Because it's just like, for what? That girl, I really feel like she treat her run like a joke at this point. I think that she just taking her run as a joke. Like, I don't think that she even take that shit serious. Because it's just like, if, like, New Orleans don't take nothing serious. But if it was taken seriously, like, you really gotta pay attention. Like, that's really a fucked up situation. Like, even though the dudes might not be volatile or anything like that, it's just like, that's still dangerous as hell for all of the people that, you know, are in the city, like, but nobody don't take it serious. So it's really just a juice for everybody until, God forbid, something bad happen. But even when something bad happen, New Orleans still gonna laugh about it. Black people still gonna laugh about it. Fuck New Orleans, just saying New Orleans. Black people just gonna laugh about it. We don't take nothing serious. I wish that we did, but we don't. we take it more serious if a white person do something to a black person, and that's like short lived. But that's my opinions, and I'm not gonna get deep down into that. But it's like, come on, are we ever gonna be serious about something? Girl, they wanted them to get away. They wanted them to get away. They wanted them to get away. A lot of people wanted them to get away until they realized that they was silly. They was being silly about it. Oh, thank you, Bugsy. Okay, see, I don't know who this person is trying to get some attention. They got to go. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's so sad. Y'all, they got this big ass dog, look like Beethoven up the street from me, and they be letting that dog out sometimes. I'm standing here listening. Me and my dog was like, hold up. So I think that it's crazy that people don't want them to get caught. People don't want them to get caught for different reasons, though. Like, you gotta understand, in New Orleans, the shit just so all over the place. I know that the justice system is not built for a black person, period, to prevail. However, New Orleans, Louisiana justice system is so messed up. So people didn't want them to get caught for a different reason. Because I'll tell you, case in point, me. I called the police because somebody had broken a windshield on my vehicle. So I called the police to help me because someone had busted my windshield. Long story. But I was truly a victim. When I called the police for that person was actually an informant for the police. And they felt like they could do whatever they want in the city because they worked for the police, right? So I called the police for them. Didn't know that they were working for the police. So what do the police do? They run my license and they see a traffic ticket that was like from, I think, 6 years previous. Okay? They run a traffic ticket from 6 years previous. That's what came up. Now, could they easily have called where their traffic ticket was and got me a new court date and then let me go? Because I had already been through enough because somebody had bust my windshield and I'm a victim. No, they want to appease the informant. So I got to go to jail with the informant. So I went to jail with the informant. The informant got out of jail in 2 hours. I got out of jail in 2 days because they holding me up. Because they saying that they needed to do more research on a traffic ticket. I'm just telling y'all how fucked up they are. So then, I go to jail, and I'm in New Orleans jail. And then I got to get transported to a whole nother place, to a whole nother jail. Just for them to say, oh, this was a traffic ticket. They could have called us and gave us the information on this route, could have just gave you a new date. You should have never been in here. I go see the judge. The judge said the same thing. Throw the shit totally out. But just to make the informant feel good, they keep me in that bitch for 2 days. Good morning. So people wanted, I'm saying that to say, people wanted the people who escaped from their jail to really make it because the justice system so fucked up. Them boys, listen, the paperwork say one thing, they could have did a whole nother thing. Like, It's just they paperwork be fucked up. They do what they want to do, how they want to do, to who they want to do it to. So yeah, like if they could have got out and really knew what they was doing, make it. Make it. Shoot. How do I know it was an informant? Paperwork. It came out. That's one thing that New Orleans is definitely going to do. New Orleans is definitely going to put somebody's paperwork out there. New Orleans is definitely going to put somebody's paperwork out there. So if somebody is an informant, the streets of New Orleans is going to make that known. So if I say that, I mean it. You can file all the complaints you want, but if somebody that knows somebody file a complaint, it would be like this. If I go in Walmart and I have a bad experience with a cashier and I complain about the cashier to the manager might be the cashier auntie. You think that statement gonna go far? It ain't gonna go past where it's at. So it's just, it ain't no helping. So if they help themselves up out the jail, that's why people wanted them to make it. Now, if you fumble your chance and you didn't went this far, then hell, it's on you. Because maybe some of them wanted to get caught because they didn't know what the fuck to do. They had no plan. They didn't know or whatever, so it is what it is. But that's why a lot of people wanted them to make it, because the New Orleans justice system is very fucked up. And obviously you can tell because of how they handled this situation that they're not even equipped to house these people correctly. Everything is just a big joke. And if y'all don't know what a joke is, it's just something to pass time, to entertain you. They didn't have a plan, and then they put their family members in that shit. Now, I will say one thing. Let my little cousin or somebody would have called me and said that they got out of jail. If I don't hear that you are receiving a phone call from, or if they not using one of their partner's cell phones, don't call my phone. Do not incriminate me. That's a selfish thing to do. Now, you call the people that's going to ride or die for you. Me, I ain't doing it. Don't call my phone. Do not incriminate me. I do not want to get picked up. I don't want to be affiliated. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't do it. I'm sending you a prayer. Not doing it. No, thank you. Not doing it. And another thing. Excuse me. And another thing. Because if y'all saw, they had a boy who got out in another parish. If y'all not aware of what a parish is, it's like a county or a borough. So the person who got out of that jail, right? Okay, so boom. I dated a guy. I had no idea that he was on the run. Hey, gorgeous. I dated a guy. I had no idea he was on the run, y'all. When I said we had them fell in love, baby, we had them fell in love. This was years ago. I met him. We hit it off. Like, yes, that was my baby. Had no idea he had escaped from prison. Had no idea. Was sitting at work one day bored and Google his name. Because you know how when a woman deal with a man. Yes, when a woman deal with a man, you know, we do our research or whatever. So I had Googled it, and I was like, this can't be right. So, I had asked him. He told me that it wasn't right. He said that that was old or something like that, right? So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Y'all, long story short, that boy he was on the run. I want to say for about 2 years he was on the run from that same parish. And the reason why I didn't think that he was on the run for real was because he was like visiting home and everything. Like, I don't know. Like, this how crazy, like, I don't know. I was like, he can't be on the run because he just so open and moving around and living his life. And sure enough, like, we had stopped talking for a while, and God rest his soul, he passed away. But he passed away in a police chase with the police. Somebody that he knew very well, called to collect their reward money, told them people where he was gonna be. They got into a high-speed chase. He crashed into a house. They could have saved him. Right? But the police refused to pull him out of the vehicle. Even though his leg was broken, they refused to pull him out the vehicle until the ambulance came, and they let him lose a whole lot of blood. But they did that on purpose because they were so embarrassed. They were so embarrassed by the fact that he had gotten out and was on the run for so long. So they let that man die. But that, like the police, I think you do, cousin. I think you do. But the police, like, I don't know, like, I don't think they really be doing their job. I think they want their job to be done for them. Like, I don't think that they really be taking their job too seriously. I called the police one time, and they told me that I can call the police several times in Kenner. There ain't no help. There ain't no help. I called the police one time when I was pregnant because somebody was in my backyard. And I was nervous because they was like peeking in my window. And I'm big pregnant. You know what the policeman told me? The policeman told me, they said, well, we don't see anything. Just give us a call if it happens again. But I could understand why they was looking through your window. Like, what? What? Like, you could understand why they was looking through my window? I'm scared. You're supposed to be making me feel safe. Like, what? What is going on? Don't take nothing serious. Don't take nothing serious. But then they be the first one, if you protect yourself, say you end up shooting somebody or killing somebody. Now they got to do this extensive investigation. They got to do this extensive investigation. And it's like, bitch, I wouldn't have had to do all of this if you would have been here to do your fucking job. You call the police take about... Them bitches take their time. Them bitches take their time. I promise, they take their time. Like I said, I don't know about any other states, but I tell you, Louisiana police. Listen. Listen. I don't know. I might do a story time, but I don't feel like doing the story time for real because when you do the story time, it wakes stuff up and it wakes people up, and then people want clout, people want attention, people want a platform. So then it's like, oh Lord, here they come. People don't be like, people don't be realistic. People don't want to tell the truth. Like, I don't know. People don't want to tell the truth. They fabricate shit. Then they want to try to clout chase. They want to try to build shit off of your name. I don't know. That's the only reason why I don't do a story time. Because it's like, okay, if I do the story time, nobody gonna know who I'm talking about unless you was a part of the story or you was there when it was going on. The only way somebody gonna know I'm talking about you is if you make yourself present and, you raise your hand and say, hey, that was me. Other than that, people, how would they know? How would they know? You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do story times. I don't do story times. That part, Javon. That part. I'm not doing, I'm not ever going to do a story time. And like I said, it's not to protect people. It's not to protect people. It's just that people they be on that cloud chase and stuff these days. You can't tell your story. So you gotta do like Beyonce do on Beyonce's internet. And you gotta put it in a song, or you gotta put it in a movie, or you gotta put it in something like that. So then they will definitely raise their hand. So then if they decide to raise their hand, it's cool or whatever, but I'm going to definitely have that thing at the beginning of the book or at the beginning of the show that will say, this is loosely based upon upon fact mixed with fiction. And then that way, if you raise your hand, I mean, I'm covered. That's my allegedly. But I got a lot of stories to tell. Every time I tell somebody something about my life, they be like, why you don't have no book? Why you don't have this? Why you don't have that? Yo, listen, I got a lot of stories, baby. I got a story to tell. Do you hear me? A lot. A whole lot. But, yes, based off some true events mixed with a little bit of fiction. Cause I do cook good. I just don't be feeling like it. I swear, Javine, I swear. I listen, them stories I got to tell, Lord Jesus. Could have wrote a story about a few days ago. Hey. But I didn't include that in the book. No material. Because, Lord. Y'all just don't know. What I was about to do? I need to scramble me some eggs, y'all. I don't feel like leaving the house today. See, y'all, the ones that y'all see laughing the hardest, they know my story. My stories. Yup. Yup. Ask Tyler Perry for a movie. See, the way I like to do things is this. I don't know. If you want to take note, take note. If you don't, whatever. I wouldn't ever go to Tyler Perry with an idea. I would just add so much value to myself that I stand out to Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry, people trying to contact my people. You got to add value to yourself so that people can come knocking at your door. Because the people that come knocking at your door actually see the value in you. And they want you. You're not looking for them because you're too busy continuously investing into yourself and adding more value to you. So I wouldn't go to anybody and ask anybody for anything. I'm just going to work and people see, and the ones that are supposed to align with me, they will. That's how I move. As they say, I'm in my full feminine, so I'm a receiver and I'm in receiving mode. So for me being in a receiving mode, I just work and stay in my lane and, do things gracefully and tastefully and, just keep adding more and more value to myself, and whoever want work with me because they see it, then it'll align. It'll align. And a person on this earth, whoever did me dirty, that didn't come back and apologize to me. And that's because I don't put myself in situations to where I crash out. I don't do all of that. I let you have it. But at some point in life, you'll come back to me and you'll apologize, because I'm going to leave you exactly where you had me messed up at. And I will just gracefully leave things where it's at. But you'll come back. You'll come knocking on my door again, because my value going to be then increased. Even more so by the time that you want to come back around to me again. It's only one person I could say on this earth right now that can say I have opened the door continuously for them. But that narrative changes well. You can't ever fuck over a good person. Excuse my language. You can't mess over a good person. Especially a good person that does not fight back. Because you only lose when you fight back. That's when you let God take control of everything, because you trust him to do so. You leave those things with him and you continue on your mission, and you do what you're supposed to do. You do what you're here to do. And you let God take care of all that stuff and those people and things like that. And that's why I'm so blessed and favored, because everything that is for me comes to me. And can, but I don't. I'd rather write it in a song, write it in a book, write it in a movie, baby. I'd rather do it that way. I want to get paid for it, baby. But yeah, definitely an uproar, cousin. Definitely an uproar. But I ain't gonna do it. Oh, poor Marcus. Marcus wants some attention. The only attention you get is blocked, baby. Child. And y'all gotta be quiet and learn to listen to people and let people tell on themselves. I pay attention to what people pay attention about me. And that's how I know what kind of person you are. So Marcus, for example, he said, how am I going to add value if I have my legs spread? Okay, so that means that Marcus then went and Googled my name and Googled my OnlyFans and went and subscribed to my OnlyFans and paid me to see my legs be spread. He went and looked for that. And then he took that bone and he carried it way over here. So Marcus just told on himself about what he does in his spare time. He goes and looks for Regankay OnlyFans and pay Regankay to see. So that's why Marcus can come back. He could take that bone and carry it back to here in a space where we're not even talking about that. So the only subject matter that Marcus could talk about to me was what he know of me based upon the research he has done pertaining to me. You get what I'm saying? Good morning, my baby. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't take offense to anything that people say, because what they're doing is they're projecting whatever is going on with them off onto you. It's up to you if you take that. You get what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that don't even know I have an OnlyFans because it's not even really discussed. But then there are some people that know, but they know when it's the right time and the right place to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I'm quiet and I just pay attention to whatever someone wants to talk about, and then it's telling. It's telling. It's always telling. It's always just telling. Oh no, people like that don't get to me because the only way that they can get to me is if they pay for it, and then they get mad because maybe the subscription that they paid was $4.99 for 30 days, and now the subscription went to the regular price at $19.99. So now you're pissed off at the world because you can't afford to continue to be on my OnlyFans. So now you come over here on a free forum to try to get my attention, because some people want your attention, whether it's good or bad. They don't care. They just want something to say. She spoke to me. So that's why I don't take none of that to heart, because that's just, you gotta think, once you get your mind in the game with this shit, you're not really shakeable with that shit. You feel me? Because at some point in time, you paid me. So I don't even care. At some point in time, you chipped in on my light bill or my mortgage, and I appreciate you. They know not what they do. God bless you, baby. That part, DJ. That part. So yeah, I smile every day. I smile every day. It's cool. It's cool with me. It's fine with me. Oh no, I'm very particular about the energy that I take in. I'm very particular about that. I'm very particular about the energy I take in. And y'all, let me tell y'all how I became a believer of this. This is a slight story time. So y'all, I go to TikTok University. And there was this lady that was talking about being careful about the energy that you take in. And especially with women and men, it's very important that you are particular about who you sleep with. And so my ex, he was a narcissist. So, you know, the cycle of love bombing, value, then discard, right? So I have not ever been the type of woman to be insecure. I've never been the type of woman to be anxious. I've never been the type of woman to have depression. I've never been the type of woman to not trust myself. Okay, so I get in this situation. Like I said, I was in it for 7 years. But it wasn't until I got educated on what was going on with me that I was able to, I guess, get the diagnosis and then get the cure for what it was that I was going through. Because you got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to the ways that people treat you and the things that they get out of you. Like what they project onto you, and how your spirit feel about them, because sometimes your spirit will just reject them, right? And so when I started sleeping with this guy, at first it was the, love bombing phase or whatever, and everything was everything cloud nine, all this and that, right? But then once we get to that devaluing stage, dog, be careful who you sleep with. It was like literally anything that man was masking, it was unmasking itself through me. Like, he was putting that stuff in me by me sleeping with him and by me spending time with him. He's conditioning me, and all of the things that he had masked for years, I'm acting out. I'm suffering from depression. I have anxiety. I'm anxious all the time. Feel like I got PTSD. I'm I'm like insecure, like all this shit, like, and I'm like, I haven't ever been this type of woman. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I don't like it. Then with the OnlyFans, I have my OnlyFans or whatever. Now it's becoming a devaluing of accusing me of sleeping with any man. I could stand on side of a man and I'm getting accused of it. Like, it was just so much. And I didn't know what was going on. And then that's when I was able to diagnose it, because someone around me was going through it or had gone through it and was like, oh, you're dealing with a narcissist. And then I got educated on it. Once I got educated on what was going on with me, that's when I was able to get my prescription. You got to get rid of them. No contact. You can't talk to those people. You can't help those people. Those people are going to be those people. They can move on to the next person. They could give the next person every single thing that you ask them for. They're going to give it to the next person on purpose. But don't take it personally, because they're doing it with that person just so you can see it. So it's not even about the person. It's not for the person. It's literally still for you. But it's to get a reaction out of you. It's to bother you and your spirit. If they can't get to you up close, they'll try to get to you far away through Instagram or whatever, because they are hoping that you're watching to see that. And then what they're going to do after that, if you still don't react, they're going to start devaluing and discard that person, because that person didn't get you to react how they wanted you to, how they wanted you to, or whatever. So then they're going to spin a bit and just try to come right back around, because if they can't bother you from afar and get a reaction from you, then they're going to come right back up close and try to do that shit again. And I promise you, the more I've gotten away from the person, the better I become, because I've gotten built back up right in front of not just that narcissist, but a few, okay? A few. So I'm telling you, be careful who you sleep with, because that shit is real. Like, that energy transfer is real. You don't want to get that. And then another thing too is, he was sleeping with other women. Me not knowing, and then coming back to me with whatever spirits they had on them. So it was just like me internally, like, what's going on with me? Because I'm losing my mind, because I'm fighting for myself, because I know who I am. But then I'm fighting this shit that's going on inside me. That part. That I'm unaware of, and it's fucking with me, like it was fucking with me. And I was just like, I promise you, to God, it took therapy. And then what they like to do too is they like to isolate you. They like to take you away from your loved ones. They like to end your friendships. They'll try to tell you that your best friend of 30 years is not actually your friend. The friend tried to hit on them. Like, they'll just make up anything. I even had a time where a dude made a fake text thread to try to come in between me and one of my closest cousins. Like, they do some off the wall stuff. They do off the wall stuff to try to isolate you, so that they can continue to abuse you and continue to do bad stuff to you, and you not have your tribe to go back to and go talk to, and they help you out and fill your cup back up. Like, they try to eliminate your tribe, but they'll have all kind of enablers. They'll have all type of backup men and women that will be there to amen all of their bullshit, but they want to isolate you so that you don't have that community of people to try to help you while they doing that bullshit to you. I'm telling y'all. So, baby, thank God I got away from that. But I did listen. Like I said, it was 7 years. Did I know? I didn't know better for a while, but then I knew better and I wasn't doing better. That make it go crazy too, because when you're knowing better and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, that makes you go crazy. Then after that, it's like, okay, leave it alone. You stay away for months and then dip back in. Like, it's a process, but you have to give yourself grace, because you're a human being and you may be the normal one. You might be the healthy one that is literally just trying to love them and thinking that, maybe you could love that shit out of them. But you gotta, at some point in life, you gotta, like, reality of the situation is the person is fucked up. They're gonna be fucked up. Only God can change them. You're not God. Don't try to be God. If they not bringing good things to you, if they are not mentally healthy, then baby, they're going to bring that foolishness and that craziness into your life, into your mind. Don't allow them to do so. You can't love it out of them. You owe them love, but you could give them love from a distance, while you loving yourself properly and get into a healthy relationship with somebody who is willing to love you in a healthy way and you love them back in a healthy way. Nobody deserves to be with a narcissistic individual. Nobody deserves that. Like, people really have grown, like, they praise the toxicity so much nowadays that people forget what it's like to have a healthy relationship. Like, they get so caught up in the trying to hide pieces or trying to play the game of dating and make somebody chase you and all this bullshit. It's like, let's run it back to when toxicity was not like normal. Let's run it back to we're able to allow our families to meet each other. We have, like, a blended situation because it's healthy. Nobody not trying to hide nothing. Like, shit so big on, well, why you ain't post me and all this and that shit. Fuck the posting. Like, why am I not meeting your mother and you meeting mine? Like, why are you disappearing at certain times of night and then you try to manipulate me back because you trying to maintain having multiple partners? What happens to just getting to know somebody? Or even if you do have other people, like, let's have a conversation about this, because I'm not expecting you to just be like, just you and I when we first meeting. But at some point in time, let's do a process of elimination, because after a while, hey, I think I'm feeling you like just me and you. Let's be exclusive. Let's let go of all the extras. Let's stop having people on level because we scared to be all in with a person. Like, like, all that toxic shit is just, it's not cute. It's actually mental illness. It's actually go to therapy and go get healed. Like, like, it's weird. My whole family dynamic, like, I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but me growing up, I didn't know my mama's side from my daddy's side. I didn't know my grandfather's side from my grandmother's side. Like, everybody was so much a family that I didn't know who was where. Everybody called each other cousin, because if you married into the family, whatever it is, you got the covering of the family. Like, that's just period. My cousin could vouch for that. Like, we family. Nigga not even invested in trying to figure out, like, the bloodline. Shit, we family. You in here. Like, and that's all because of those healthy relationships that was sparked by grandma and grandpa. Like, by just having those healthy relationships with one another, so where we could bring people in. Like, even when I have a disagreement, that's why I don't believe in having a mad day and ranting and throwing people on this social media shit to try to fuck up their character. I don't believe in that shit, because if I call you family, you my family, and we're going to figure this shit out. And if the family feud. Like, if I'm with someone, yeah, that's my lover, but that's also that's going to be my family. Like, because that's the man in my life. So he is my family. He's a part of my family dynamic. So I'm not going to have a mad day with anybody that's family. If the family feud, the family feud. But Family gonna get that shit together. Because I can tell you, you got me fucked up. Me and you personally. But I'm not looking for the world to validate that this person is fucked up. And then try to get other people to try to amen and devalue someone who I say I love. Not gonna do that. Not online. At the Family Feud, like I said, me and the dude that I was with, like I said, he was a narcissist like a motherfucker. To be totally transparent, he has totally disrespected me publicly. Totally disrespected me a few times publicly. But I didn't raise hell at that moment. And honestly, people that are narcissistic like that, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile because they care about their public display of whatever. You know what I'm saying? They care about other people seeing shit. So I give you that. I let you have that. But please believe when we get behind closed doors, bitch, I'm raising hell. Because, bitch, you're not going to play with me like that. But will I give the world that stage? Fuck no. But, bitch, I'm going to stand to your ass when we get behind them fucking closed doors because you don't fucking play with me like that. And it ain't going to happen again. But the only problem with dealing with a narcissist in situations like that is they're not going to do it again. They might not do it again. But they love the fact that they were able to get away with it that first time because they got the image that they were looking for at that point in time. The disrespects be so loud, but the apologies just be so silent, so small compared to the disrespect. That's why you can't fuck with them type of people. But the people that I call family ain't gonna be no mad day type shit. It ain't gonna be that. Ain't gonna be that. Can't fuck with that. But I would love to get back to a healthy love dynamic. Like, I would love to get back to that. It's just so many people just do it for the ground. Not enough people do it for themselves. Not enough people do it for themselves. Not enough people do it for the right reasons. People just do it for likes nowadays. But as soon as they log off, it's a whole bunch of tears, a whole bunch of apologies. Silently, though. Real quiet like though. Real quiet like. For real. And I could be real with you. Me, myself, I'm not good with the going back and forth with words. I'm not good with that. Because I feel like once you stutter or something, you lost. And I get so mad. I get mad to tears. I get mad. I'll start stuttering or something like that. So now I feel played. Now I won't fight. And now it's going to hell. And who's really worth all of that? You know what I'm saying? Nobody is worth that. Nobody is worth that. Especially when you've worked your ass off to build up certain things. You just got to let people have it sometimes. Because eventually the pattern of their ways are going to be exposed. And then people will see them for who they actually are. Because if it continuously happens with different people, but it's that same subject matter, people will eventually get it that, okay, it's not all of those people. It's them. Do you hear me, cousin? But Javon, was it really an apology? Was it really an apology? Or was it I'ma do this for myself? Some people apologize for themselves. They don't apologize because they actually mean it. They don't apologize because it's a heartfelt apology and then they change their ways, because the true apology is by changing your actions. You can give me the apology verbally, but I need you to actually change your actions as well. So, yeah, nigga apologized to me, but them actions, that was immediate disrespect right after. So what was could have saved the apology. Man, listen. Well, at least she ain't lied to you. See, the subject matter of respect. This what I realized. I'm respectful. I'm respectful to everyone. I'm respectful, right? But I've realized that some people are so accustomed to being disrespected that when they run across somebody that is respectful, they take that kindness for weakness. And then they feel like they don't deserve the respect. Because if nobody else respects them, why does this person respect me? So if this person wants to have the audacity to give me respect when I feel I don't even deserve this respect, I'm going to fuck over them and punish them for respecting me. Tell me if I'm lying. Thank you for the badges, hon. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. And it's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because it happens with men and women. They will punish you for loving them. They will punish you for respecting them because they don't feel that they deserve it. So they will punish you for doing it. There are some people like that. There are some people like that. And it's just so unfortunate that there are some people like that. But it is. And I had to learn, what I have learned now is that if a person feels that way, I know that I'm respectful at all times. So I just got to remove myself from the situation. Because there have been a lot of women that I've just wanted to be a friend to. Like, we actually have a sisterhood. And they will be so mad that I actually walk it like I talk it. And they will dig and dig and dig to try to find something to make me a bad person because they feel like they're a bad person. So then they start looking at me like, oh, she thinks she all that. She thinks she too good. She think this, she think that. I'm not thinking that. They're thinking that of me because they feel I'm too good to be around them because of the bullshit that they do. They don't feel deserving of having a healthy sisterhood with me. So they will try to punish me for being good to them. And when I say punish me, meaning they will try to start mess. They will just try to orchestrate situations to try to destroy me. And I still handle myself gracefully and tastefully, and it pisses them off to the point to where they just eventually will reveal themselves to me, to where it's like I gotta separate myself from this. And same with a man, like the dude I was dealing with. He was so used to being disrespected because he is so disrespectful, but he will disrespect with an LOL at the end. And from him being so disrespectful, he doesn't feel he's deserving of being respected, whether he realizes it or not. But then, men, please be mindful, because the way that I was able to see, oh, this dude is not a respected guy, is because when I'm in his company, all of the ones who he say he love and respect are being disrespectful towards me because I gotta catch the blood that bleed off of him from him being so disrespectful towards them, and they disrespect him, and then through them disrespecting him, they disrespect this lady. And then they're too cowardly to say, hey, this is not like, don't do this. And stand up for the woman because they don't stand up for themselves. You see what I'm saying? And for the one who asked about what did he call me a bitch, there was a scenario where someone disrespected me by talking to him in a way that I feel you don't talk to your homeboy when he's with his lady. And I'm just looking and I'm summing it up to this the end. Like, this is it. This is it. This is it. Because I'm too respectful and I'm much respected to throw that all away, all because I'm tied to someone who isn't. Like, very immature, very immature. But this is the crazy part for black women. Black women, we hold some black men down and their bullshit down so much to where at some point in time, we become our brother's keeper. Because we don't even see the dude in a lover aspect no more. We see this dude as like a brother. So now we become our brother's keeper because we keeping all of the secrets of this immature ass dude. We're keeping all the secrets of this disrespectful ass dude. You know, because, I mean, if we were to speak up for ourselves, what's going to be said? We're bitter. We're hating. We're lying. So we become our brother's keeper because we just essentially take that whole entire experience and lock it away and throw away the key and just move on. Like that's like what we got, what we do, what we feel we gotta do. Because if we were to say, hey, had a very poor experience with XYZ, and do it in a tasteful manner to where you just telling a story so that you could bring awareness to other people, because most of these guys have mental health disorders. So you speak up on it. You are the bad guy. You are the villain. If a black woman says something, we're the villain. So what we learn how to do, take that entire thing, ball it up, throw it in a lock it up, throw away the key. We become our brother's keeper. We ain't gonna ever mess with a dude like that no more. That's bro. Like, that's why I don't play with that bro word too much. And I don't think no man should either, because that's literally like, it get like that. Like, and I think it's distasteful if a woman call a man bro that she slept with, it, be lying to the dude or whatever. Be honest with the guy. Like, tell the guy, like, you know, I've lost so much respect for dude. Like, that's why I refer to him. But that is something from the past. Like, communicate with your person. But for the most part, like, you're your brother's keeper. At that point, you don't want him no more. They got a lot of men out here, they have a lot of men out here that they didn't have a father. They didn't have a father figure. They They had a mother, but the mother was always out working. There have a lot of men out here who just didn't get that proper upbringing. Okay? There have a lot of men out here like that. They got a lot of women out here like that too. It's a lot of us that are out here that we got some stuff. They got a lot of people out here that got some stuff. And the thing about it is, I'll tell you the honest to God truth. The dude I got away from, he tried to paint me as crazy so bad that he actually healed me. He told me, you need to go to therapy. You crazy. So I accepted that. And I accepted those words. And I said, you know what? Maybe you're right. And I took my ass to therapy. And when I told him, because that's something that some people do when they're trying to hurt you with words. They don't expect you to take those words and put their words that they meant for your bad and turn it into your good. So about 2.5 years ago, he called me crazy. He said, I need therapy. All right, cool. I booked the appointment. I promise you by session 2, that lady helped me so much. And even the way that I listened and the way that I was speaking changed within 2 sessions, to the point he told me, oh shit, I'm in trouble. You about to heal out of me. I honestly, God, believe that was nothing but his demons. That was just like, oh y'all, we got a problem. We're not going to be able to live here too much longer. Or not be able to get to her. We got to get him somebody else, because this one is going to reject us in a little while, because she about to learn about us. Like, that's what it gave damn near, right? And sure enough, that's what happened. That's sure enough what happened. So, thank you. So, I'm telling y'all, be just cousin, for real. When I say I got a story to tell, baby, I got a story to tell. So, this time around, now that I've got God, I'm closer to God. And now from being closer to God, I have more direction. And not only do I have more direction, but I have more clarity. My vision is better, right? And then with therapy, I'm able to have an emotional intelligence, right? So that's why I say he tore me down, but I got built right back up in front of him, because what you meant for my bad turned out to be for my good. So y'all be mindful of them people that you attach yourself to. Be very mindful of the people you attach yourself to. But at the same time, sometimes you have to go through those things and writing your story in order to become the person that you need to become. Because I'll say this. I might have lost some things. Oh, thank you, cousin. I might have lost myself in the relationship, but I found myself and I added to it. So some of the things that I feel I lost from the beginning, I can now, as I'm putting myself back together and God's putting me back together, some of those good things that I still loved about myself from the beginning, I'm taking some of those things with me. But a lot of those bad things, I'm able to leave behind, and I'm able to add and build from that. Found so much more. But I don't know why I said all of this. I don't know why I said all of this, but maybe it helps somebody. I don't know. Maybe it helps somebody. Whatever, I don't know. But like I said, yes, I do have a story to tell. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I know that they have men and women that go through this. Like, I know that they have a lot of men and women that go through these same things. And I know that they have your partner, quote unquote, that you think is your partner is sometimes your enemy, and they're internally working against you. And be so mindful of that. Shut up, Javon. Shit. I look like my grandma. I appreciate it. If I said a lot, I said a lot. Like I said, baby, if they raise their hand, nobody asked you to do that. Nobody asked you to do it. So if you raise your hand, that's on you. And that's all I could say. But for legal purposes, we'll say allegedly. We'll say allegedly for legal purposes. Oh, thank you. All right, y'all. Somebody did need to hear it, cousin. I really believe somebody did need to hear that, because I don't even know how that came out like that. But it did. But y'all, I'm about to go. I gotta go cook my breakfast. To my only people, I'm about to go live on there now. It's definitely gonna be a movie and a series, baby. It might be a book too. I think the books you could be more in depth with the books, possibly. But y'all, I'm about to go. I love y'all. I see y'all later. Y'all have a blessed, great day. Oh no, I don't have no pork. Oh wait, shout out to Javon. I don't know if Javon logged off. I went and got the beef bacon. Beef bacon is so much better than the damn turkey. But I ran through the beef bacon real quick. So this morning it's going to be turkey, bacon, and scrambled eggs. But I'm about to go live on my own, y'all. Yeah, Javon, that turkey bacon, it's the one. You can't do no wrong with the beef bacon. You can't do no wrong. That beef bacon was good, baby. And I stayed full for majority of the day, too. Just go to onlyfans.com and then just look up Regankay. But I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day, baby.